Hey everybody, this is Kyle, and here I have some comments I'm going to respond to and share from this past month on YouTube. I'm going to organize this video into chunks. I have things related to Alip, Allie Sherlock, Dimash, and then another group of just kind of random things that deserve their own group. And I realized I forgot to mention the category of Samantha Fish. So the first thing we're going to look at is a comment on an Alip video. And Alip is known for taking a song and then reimagining it, just completely re-envisioning a song into his own style. And so with this comment, even though I imagine there's probably a little bit of a language barrier, and if so, sorry if I missed something that was trying to be said there. But the idea that people forget the existing beat and are cool with their own game. I mean, Alip is putting songs in his own game, so don't mistake that. That's why, songs sound different when he plays them. So this next one is not a comment. Someone took a video off my channel, deleted the intro I had, added a little ending, hey, thank you. They may have added subtitles, I don't totally remember. But they essentially just kind of stole the video and was, putting it on there. The funny thing is it just happened to be a song that you could partially monetize, and maybe it was a full monetize. Usually on reactions, the vast majority you don't make anything from. And, for me, from, American point of view, we're talking about making like 75 cents, maybe $2 for a video. So this is not like life-changing money or even money that is really terribly useful. I could maybe buy a sandwich or something with the income from one of these videos. But what really got me about this video is the way that they changed the title and tried to change what it was that we were saying in the video. And I was thinking, hey, that's really not cool. I would almost kind of get it like, hey, I'm taking your video, adding subtitles, trying to do something useful. But to try to twist our words around to something we were not saying, hey, that's not cool. Make your own videos. Try that for a change. So moving to the next group, we have some comments on an Allie Sherlock video that I shared. And fandoms, when you do reaction videos, it's kind of interesting because if you say something, especially if you're honest, if you say something and you tend to not like something, some fandoms just really, feel that they have to defend their artist, they get really upset and things like that. So in this video, I said to me, when I hear Allie sing, she sounds like Adele. That is not an insult. That is just an observation. If you saw someone on the street and they're wearing a red shirt and you said, hey, that person's wearing a red shirt, it doesn't mean every single shirt that they own is red. Yeah, it's weird the things that you have to explain on the internet. But I received a lot of comments about, Allie's Allie, not Adele. I'm like, that's cool, but when I hear her, she has the indie girl singer voice. And if you don't know what that is, please Google it, because this is a thing, and this is what I'm talking about. Now, this particular reaction to Allie was a panel, a collaboration reaction, and people were asking if it was a reposting and things like that. And the title of the video was Best Cover Ever. And that could be a little debatable, and I understand the person doesn't actually run their own channel. But if someone was running my channel and they said, Kyle's the greatest ever, and then you saw it and you're like going, yeah, that was okay, it's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's the best ever, you would see that that might be a fair response to have. Now, probably the most common comment people make on reaction videos is, hey, you should do research. Well, these are reaction videos. Part of the fun from our part is not knowing anything. Yeah, I get if you are a fan of whatever we're reacting to and you know all these things, that's awesome for you. But we don't. We're just reacting. Whenever you start to learn too much about something, the reaction kind of gets a little stale and predictable. And some of the artists that we've seen over and over and over, you start to notice their pattern, and it's not as interesting, to like you don't really have much to say. It's like, oh yeah, that's the same thing I've heard from them before. So yeah, reaction videos are not research videos. Note that. And this is what I'm talking about, the whole reaction is not research thing. For some reason, I thought a commenter mentioned that Allie was from somewhere in Scotland. That is my mistake. And yeah, I get the sensitivity of where I said she was when she was really located in Ireland. So I apologize for that. That's my mistake. And that's one of those mistakes when I read this comment. I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I get why someone would want to correct me. But keep in mind that's what comments are for. Let people know, hey, you made an error on this. But keep in mind we're not researching before we do these videos. So this comment I found very interesting because if you know anything about Lady Gaga, you know she is an absolutely fantastic, spot-on performer. So that is kind of a strange comparison. And to say that someone shouldn't ever lose their perfect imperfections by coaching, why ever improve anything? It's like, hey, I paint like I'm 4, but that's the way I'm perfect, man. Come on. It's okay for people to learn to get better. It doesn't ruin your art. Come on, that's silly. Okay, now we're moving into comments from a Dimash video. So the first Dimash video, the first time I heard it, I received a lot of criticism, calling me a robot and other things like that, because I did not cry when I first heard Dimash. And to me, that seemed to be a very silly expectation. And yeah, I get maybe, perhaps I shouldn't call myself a reactor, and anymore I tend to say react review. And so this particular comment is, of course, telling me, how wrong I am to say that I'm reaction video, is wondering if I really know what reaction is. But in all honesty, a lot of Dimash fans, if they think you're saying anything critical or if they don't like what you're saying, they feel like they have to go above and beyond to let you know otherwise. And that's such a fascinating sociological thing about doing, reaction videos and review videos and things, is that some people within the fandoms feel like, I must defend this person. It's like, it's whatever I say will not change anything about Dimash's career. He's huge. I am not. I get it. So speaking about fandoms, this person made a comment kind of along the lines of what I just said. And I did look up what they said. I'm not going to talk about it because people... I have a funny feeling if any Dimash fans watch this video and they see this particular comment, there is going to be fire and brimstone in the comments anyway. So I'll let them take care of that there. So here are a couple comments from a video on guitar player Samantha Fish. And one says, spare the announcer, this is some amateur oblivion. I wasn't really sure if they were talking about the person in the video who's playing like blues guitar or us as reactors. So I just responded, to me, she's awesome, has a lot of energy as a performer. So if you didn't mean that, next time write something more specific. So here's one criticizing what I say in the opening of the Samantha Fish video. I don't know a whole lot. And whenever I went back and watched it, the intro is really short. Like, I want to say it was definitely under a minute, but maybe something like 35, 45 seconds. So I found it interesting that in my, hey everybody, this is Kyle, blah, 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 here's a video about this person, that I would say something that completely wrong. But what I said in the intro, I still stand by. Whenever I hear blues guitar player, I automatically envision someone with a lot of energy, playing with a lot of passion. I envision like a specific guitar sound too. Now, of course, there's going to be ranges to that sound. But what do you think of when you hear blues guitar player? Do you think of someone with a flute? Maybe, here, hey, this. Hey, I'm a blues guitar player. Look at me. I don't know anything at all, except for how to be sarcastic. All right, getting to the last group of comments. These are just kind of general comments, or maybe comments or questions that I found interesting, and things like that. So one is from a guitar player that I've been connected with on YouTube for a while. Gleb talks about, so many reaction videos. And that's one interesting thing about YouTube, and maybe something about the algorithm and things I don't like, is if you do a couple different types of content on YouTube, and one is more popular than the others, it seems to kind of put things out of proportion. You'll have some videos that do really well, and then you have some videos that it's like no one at all is watching. But do keep in mind, I've been doing original music twice a month since January of 2020. That's been my plan whenever I started taking YouTube serious. And since sometime in June, I've been doing almost weekly original music. So this next comment is from a friend of mine, Christoph. And here we're talking about auto-tune and stuff. And for me personally, I don't really use auto-tune. The way I sing, it doesn't really work for my voice. And I am not a good singer, so take that, internet. But the way I sing, the auto-tune, it doesn't seem to do anything terribly useful, and definitely not musical with my voice. So I don't use it. I tend to just keep singing over and over. So this is a funny comment. In one of my videos, I said, hey, if you're still watching, comment potato socks, because people don't watch videos after a couple minutes anymore. So I just want to say, hey, thanks for doing that. So a funny video I did at the end of last month is cringe reactions with my friends, and it was a joke because I don't have any friends, so I sit with my guitars, like the one oh wow, I could point, yeah, like that guitar. So I had it, and then things just went kind of wrong, because I was thinking from a guitar's point of view, what would be like a horrific video to watch, or something that would have some elements of humor and horror in it, so anyway, this is a comment I thought was really funny, and plus Karina is just cool. So thanks for hanging out with me in this video as I go through comments and stuff. I plan on doing these like at the end of each month for the foreseeable future and stuff. Now I do have lots of changes coming up on my channel that I'm going to be talking about next month in November, and plus I'm going to have some new original music coming out in April of 2022. In December of this year, 2021, I'm going to have the first music video and then roll out a music video each month until release. And then I have one or two more after the release. So thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. I want to say thanks to my patrons. Want to see your name listed? Then sign up at $3 or $5 per month. But you can support me at $1 a month too. Patrons make my work here possible. And each month now, I post 4 exclusive videos of original music, cover songs, or other content. I post often and share life and previews of what's to come.